Hello, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. How is everyone doing today? Oh, I see there's some different. What is this? Top fans. That's cool. Good to see you, Ali, AI, Adam. Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? Today is Independence Day here in the US. Hello to Italy. Hello to Iraq. So today is a pretty big holiday. A lot of people don't have work. So my husband is home today, and later we are going to a a friend's house with some of our family to have a 4th of July barbecue. So, should be really nice. Unfortunately, it is very cloudy today and it's probably going to rain, which is a bummer. It's a bummer, but that's also Florida. Finally, the weekend. Adam, do you have any plans for the weekend? Anything exciting happening this weekend? Oh, we have a new subscriber. Welcome, welcome. If you're here watching, welcome. That's the thing about my subscriber alerts. I don't know if the person subscribing is here in the live stream. So I say welcome just in case. So, hello, hello. Welcome in. Hey, ST3. Yes, I am sorry for not being here on Sunday. I was not feeling well, so I had to rest. I had to rest. So I'm here now. Today is still a little bit of a work day for me. Um, I still have a video to prepare and post today. So, ah, Ahmad, you have big plans for the weekend? Adam, you have an interview. You have an interview tomorrow. It's about the Pokemon job. Like, to work at Nintendo? Or what do you mean? What does that mean? I hope your interview goes well. Good luck. Hello to India. Hello, hello. So, today, by the way, I don't think we're going to do connections because while I was setting up for this stream, I was looking at the connections and I don't think I can solve it. so so I think it's possible that I don't think there's a lot of useful vocabulary in today's connections. So we're going to look at something else instead. Hello to Italy. Several from Italy today. Oh, Adam, you're going to work in a Pokemon shop officially? That sounds amazing. That sounds so cool. Oh my goodness. Hello to Algeria. So it's also a part-time job. Okay. Is this like a part-time job on top of like a full-time or maybe another part-time? Or is this like maybe just for fun? Hello to Egypt. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. So, we're going to look at an article today that I saw. Um, I saw this article yesterday and I thought it was really interesting. So, I also want to know if some of it is true because it's an article about different languages. And because there are so many of you who speak different languages here, I thought it would be fun to look at. It's from one of my favorite websites. So the thing you struggle with the most is prepositions. I hear you. Prepositions in English, like, why do we have so many? We have a lot of prepositions, and sometimes they can be very powerful, especially with phrasal verbs. So in English, we have phrases that have a verb and a preposition together, and it doesn't always mean what you think it means, or it can have multiple meanings. So I understand the struggle with prepositions. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of advice about prepositions other than trying to notice them when you see them and just think, okay, that's what I expected, or oh, that's not what I expected. Yeah. So it has to be 8 hours every week. Okay, that's like a minimum 8 hours. And so you're there for fun. Oh, I'm so glad. That sounds amazing. Hello, Miranda. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Sybil or Cybel? Welcome back. Welcome in. Hello, Taku. Welcome back. It is 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Yep. So happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, everyone. I'm not usually one to wear like red, white, and blue. A lot of people will have some kind of like shirt that has an American flag or something red, white, and blue. But I don't. I don't really. I don't really. I don't really care too much about Independence Day, to be honest. I think the history is interesting, but I think the way we celebrate it now is just, it's fine. It's a good time. So, hello, hello. Ahmad, this is your first time here. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hello to Brazil. Hello, hello. Adam, you ate too much? Well, the question is, ate too much of what? It depends on that. So let's take a look at this article that I found. I want your opinion about it. So, okay, let's have a look. Let me change over. Okay. So, oh, well, hold on. Let me make this a little bit. I might have to adjust a little bit. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So, this website is called The Language Nerds, and I love it because I am a language nerd. Let's be honest, I am. I love linguistics and languages and how languages work, what languages do. And so I found this article from The Language Nerds. I will put this article in the chat for everyone. So, this article is about the cutest endearment terms people call their significant others from around the world. So, first of all, a term of endearment is something that you call someone who is close to you. So usually your partner, or maybe your children, or people that are really close to you. It's very common to have a term of endearment. So a word, or it can be a phrase used with people you are close to. So usually family and close friends is the most common. Now, I will add a little caveat here. Depending on where you go and who you talk to in the US.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, that's a different... Is that from... I love that sound. That looked different from my usual... my usual thing. Oh, goodness. I'm not sure what happened, but thank you. Whatever it was. That might have been a new follower on Twitch. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's a new Twitch follower. That's another thing too. If you guys prefer Twitch, I am also over there. Twitch has the possibility for some really cool stuff. So if you like Twitch, you can also find me there. Is the sound a bit low? How about now? So there's a bit of a caveat with terms of endearment, and depending on where you go or where you are in the US and who you talk to, strangers might use a term of endearment with you. So, for example, in the South, where I'm from, very common for especially older women to use a term of endearment. Like, sweetie is very common. What's another one? Honey. So older women calling strangers words like this. These are classic terms of endearment, but if you are in the South, a complete stranger might call you this. So yes, it's like love words. Yeah, that's another way to think of it. Yeah, so we say terms of endearment. But yes, just something nice to call the people close to you. So, other terms of endearment, there's different categories, right? So, some terms of endearment can be used for anyone close to you. Some terms of endearment are best or most common with your romantic partner, for example. So, some other terms of endearment could be dear, dearest. Yes, Adam, darling. Yes, that's another one. Yep, darling is another one. Hello to Spain and Vietnam, India. Hello, hello. Hey, Anna. Wait, like my Anna? There's no profile picture. Hello to Pakistan. Hello, welcome back. Okay, good. Hey, Anna. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. So, another term of endearment, like terms of endearment that are um, very common with partners would be like babe, baby, or babe. These are like more romantic partners. So, like, if you call a stranger baby or babe, it's kind of weird because it's like, you know, that's something you call a partner. So, pumpkin. Pumpkin, I think, is very common with children. There's also, I've heard peanut. That's another one used with children. Yeah. So, oh goodness. So there's a lot, right? So now we've looked at terms of endearment and what they are. These are different terms of endearment from around the world. And I'm curious to know, are they true? Because we don't have these in English. So the terms of endearment that I just listed, these are the common ones for us. So here, this one I think is true because I had a conversation about this phrase with a French person when I was learning French. So my little cabbage in French. Um, yeah, sweetheart is another one. We'll add that to our list. Sweetheart. Yep, that's another one. What what's the one you said, Adam? Mile. What is that? I actually don't know what that is. It looks like a name. Hello to Nicaragua. Yes, honey is on there as well. Yep. Honey is something a stranger might call you depending on where you are. In some places in the US, people are more casual with strangers, but it depends. So, for example, me, I'm from the South, and in the South, people will be more casual with strangers. So, something that's really funny to me is a term of endearment that I only experience here in Florida is mama. I was so surprised when I heard this. Someone called me mama, and I thought, do I look pregnant? I was really confused, especially because I think it was the veterinarian calling me that. But It's actually part of it's actually part of Florida culture. So this one I think is more regional. I've only experienced this here in Florida. So, hello to India, but working in Singapore. Wow. Sweetheart is definitely one. Yep, sweetheart. Oh, Mile from French is princess. Oh. Okay. Did not know that. Okay, good to know. Is princess. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, that's another one I would say. Princess. That's often used for like daughters. Queen would be the wife. Um, yeah, so exactly. I call my wife sweetheart. Exactly. Yep. That's a very common one, sweetheart. Sweetheart can be for partners or children. Um, could be either. Oh, in English is Mallory. Did not know that either. Okay. All right. Interesting. I'm appreciating all the interesting name facts, Adam. I appreciate it. Angel, yes. Oh, remind me how to pronounce your name. I remember you told me how to pronounce your name last week and I forgot. Remind me how. So you said angel. Yes, that's definitely another term of endearment. This one is probably also partners and children. So thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. So there are a lot of different terms of endearment in English. So here's one in French, my little cabbage, which I think is really cute. I think it's cute. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. So apparently in Finnish, you would call someone breadcrumb, which I think like breadcrumb to me is like something that you don't want. Like no, but like people like brush away breadcrumbs. So I think it's an interesting thing to call someone that you like, to call them a breadcrumb, I think is interesting. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is current or not. Here's one in Hungarian, my little bug. Now, see, bug can be cute. Like a ladybug, that can be cute. It can be. But also, I guess it depends on, like, bug can also be something you don't want. So, in English, in English. So, I know in other languages, it's possible to add something to like a noun like bug to make it small and cute. We don't have this in English. eh, well, we have some kind of, but not as useful as other languages. I think there's one from Japan on here. Here's German. So, Anna, you can tell us. I think there's a few people from Germany in chat today. Mouse bear, can you confirm or deny if this is a term of endearment in German? Because I'm curious, like, why mouse bear? I have I have questions about this one. Ah, sugar. That's another one. Sugar is very popular in the South. Peanut, little one, sunshine. Absolutely. Those are all, those I think, Peanut, Little One, Sunshine, I think those are all very common with children. So, Little Stars, is that a term of endearment in Japanese? That's so cute. I like that. Oh, did I get a haircut? I did not. No, I did not get a haircut. Hello, hello. Welcome in. So, it's possible that Anna's not in chat anymore. So, I think this one's interesting, Mouse Bear. I'll have to ask Anna about it tomorrow. Okay, here's one from Danish. This one I think is quite nice. My gold nugget. A nugget is like, something small, like chicken nuggets, for example. My gold nugget. We also do say nugget for gold. A nugget can be just like a little small thing. So my gold nugget, gold, people value gold. So my gold nugget, that's very nice. It's very, I like this one, my gold nugget. So here's one in Dutch, little chip. I don't know why this one makes me funny. This one makes me laugh. This one's funny. So little chip, I'm assuming chip here is more like the British chip because of the picture. In America, we would say fries for this. So chip is more like the British way. I mean, this one I think is fine. I like my little cabbage more than little chip. Hello, hello. I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing? You're the one? Is that another term of endearment? Because that's cute. I like that. What about silver nugget? I guess silver would be a little less valuable. I don't know. Usually in competitions, you have gold, silver, bronze. So I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh, there's Anna. So, okay. So mouse bear is a bit uncommon and only used for male partners. Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Okay. More common would be, I don't want to say it and say it wrong. So, but it means treasure. I love that. I love that. Little crisps. Yeah, it's like that. Oh, Julie, you're from France? We have a French expression here. My little cabbage. My little cabbage. Which I love. Like I said, I think it's cute. I don't know why. I think it's cute. So let's see. We have little chip. Here's Italian. We have several people from Italy in chat today. So here's Italian. Now, I have a question about this one. Is it true? My little microbe? I have to know. Is this real? Because my husband and I were talking about it, and I feel like it has to be.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat. Happy Independence Day. So, if this is true, if my little microbe is true and it's real, people in Italy, if you really say this, then it has to be a very recent expression, right? Because microbe as a word is not very old. So I'm curious if this is real, right? I love these. They're so funny. I love seeing what other languages do. Oh, hello, hello. Nobu from Tokyo. Welcome. So, Julie, this is a real expression, right? My little cabbage. I that one I knew when I was learning French. That one I knew. One of my French students confirmed it for me. So, hello to Dominican Republic. How are you today? Hello to Egypt. Hello. Welcome. Hello, hello. I'm not sure what that comment means. Hello to Vietnam. So from Hungary. So there was a Hungarian expression here. This one, my little bug. Is it is this real? Like, can you confirm for us if my little bug is is accurate? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I don't remember how to say your name correctly. I remember you told me, but I don't remember and I don't want to say it incorrectly. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for the tip. I appreciate it. Thank you. Arshibush, right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, let's see what else we have. There's more. So there's my little microbe. Then this one in Indonesia, fruit of my heart. I like this one. I think this one is nice. Fruit of my heart. I think it's nice. I'm glad you're doing well. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much, Arshibush. I appreciate it. Hello to Afghanistan. Hello, hello. I think this one is interesting in Indonesia, fruit of my heart. It just sounds nice. It sounds nice. This one from Flemish, I don't know how I feel about this one. My little round thing. I don't know how I feel about this one. My little round thing. It I'm sure I'm sure in Flemish it's very sweet. I'm sure, but translated into English, I think it loses something in translation. So, my little round thing. Then we have Spanish. There's several people from Spanish speaking countries today. So, this might be specific to one country. I don't know. Spanish is spoken in so many different countries. I don't know if this term is used only in one. It doesn't it doesn't specify. So, but half an orange. Here's what I think about this. I think if you're going to call someone a fruit, it should be the whole fruit. Why is it only half? Why is it only half an orange? I have questions. So if you speak Spanish, let us know. Is this specific to one country or not? Is it most Spanish speaking countries? And why is it only half? Oh man. This one in Thai, I like this one. Little elephant. I think elephants are so cute. So I think little elephant is just, that's cute to call someone. Little elephant. Just, it's cute. I like it. This one I really like in Thai. So poppet. That one's interesting. Poppet is very British. We don't use poppet in the US. And I'm not sure if it's still popular in the UK, actually. I'm not sure. It's poppet is something that I hear in movies, but I don't think I've ever heard it in real life. My husband might have an opinion on that one. I'll have to ask my in-laws because my in-laws are all British. I'll have to ask them if poppet is common. Yeah, it's old school. Exactly. Like the apple of my eye. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Apple of my eye. I would say it's not an everyday term of endearment. It's more like the type of endearment you might write on a greeting card. So, but I like that one. Apple of my eye. So here's one that's Japanese, and I have questions. Egg with eyes. Is this real? There are several people from Japan in chat today. Is this expression real? I have to know because it sounds, I don't know. I don't know. Egg with eyes just sounds interesting. So, if you are from Japan, can you confirm? I must know. Oh, thank you so much for the super. Thank you. Silk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, it's not letting me. I can't like it or anything. Mm. Well, thank you so much. Very, very generous. Excuse me. I'm going to get some water while we all consider egg with eyes. I'm very curious. Oh, really? Not sure. So maybe it's not a common Japanese expression. So, taku, is it more like you mentioned little stars before? Is little stars more common to use? You'll use it for your wife. Oh, goodness. Widely used throughout the Hispanic community. Oh, the Spanish one with the orange? Really? Interesting. That one's new. That one's new to me. Here we have Swedish. Cute nose. Cute nose. It's Swedish. Cute nose. There's something nice about this. You know, some people really don't like their nose. So I think calling someone cute nose, it's nice, I think. I think it's nice. Here's one in Arabic. My little chicken. My little chicken. So I think we have some Arabic speakers with us. Any opinion about this, my little chicken? Is it accurate? Hello, hello. Welcome. I think my little chicken, it's even in English it sounds okay. In English, we would use the word chick as a slang for a girl, a woman. So it's not too far away from that. Hello to Jordan. Miranda, you call some kids Piglet or Bunny? Oh, goodness. Piglet or Bunny. It's not something I've ever heard in English. However, I actually call my aunt Bunny because I needed something to call her and I didn't want to call her by her name. Um and I got it from a book, which like of course I got it from a book. But I think that yeah, Piglet, Bunny, they're not very common for children or in general, I think in English. That's really interesting though. Adam, you won't use it in Chinese? Is that because it's bad in Chinese? Do explain. I'm curious. So, Greek, my little eyes. I mean, the picture is a little creepy, but I think the idea is nice. We were talking about apple of my eye. So we have some of this in English with eyes, but my little eyes. Okay. That was all of them. So it is okay. So it is something more mature, more adult. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, because this is supposed to be an English class, I did find this other article from the same website, Language Nerds, and these are different expressions we have in English. They are literal illustrations, funny literal illustrations of English idioms and their meanings. So there's some really fun ones in here that I wanted to share. So I think it's used here. Not sure. It's common though. I'm just making up sometimes. I think it's good to have your own words for people. Like, it's not my own word. Probably the term of endearment that I use the most with my friends is darlin'. Not darling, not the full darling. The southern or country version is darlin'. So I call my friends darlin'. So this one, yes, hold your horses. Yeah, hold your horses. I I love this expression. I love hold your horses. I use this one a lot myself. So if you want to tell someone to wait, just, let's see, let's do a new page. if you want to tell someone to wait, you can say, hang on, hang on, hold on. So hang on, hold on. Also, hold your horses. So you can also say, wait a moment, wait a minute. We use these, no, we prefer these for certain situations. So, Daniel, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Give me a sec. Exactly. That's another one. Give me a sec or give me a second. Yep. That's another one. Halt. Halt is not really so much about waiting. Halt is more about stopping. So, slight difference. but yes. Just a moment. Yep, or you can also say just a minute. Just a second. These are all good ones. So lots of different ways. Hold your horses. This one, hold your horses, is good for when someone is being impatient. So if someone is, like, okay, like we gotta go, hurry up, you can say, all right, hold your horses. So hold your horses, I think, is maybe closer to be patient. My opinion. Hold your donkeys. Yeah, it's horses for some reason. I don't know. Well, horse racing is fairly popular in America, so maybe that's why. Something related to horse racing. Hold your horses. We also have this one, cool as a cucumber. Now, this one is not super common. But this is true. Very calm, composed, untroubled, not worried, not stressed, just cool as a cucumber. We would use this one to, I think, most often to describe how someone reacts to a stressful situation. So, for example, like, oh, it was really stressful. There was a lot of things happening, but this person was cool as a cucumber, very calm. So, cool here is different from saying, oh, that's cool. Because to say that's cool is like, oh, that's interesting, that's amazing, that's stylish. But this is a different cool. As cool as a bitter melon. I feel like, Adam, you're going to create variations of all of these expressions. Little bug. Oh, hello to India. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. If you are a beginner, you don't have to understand all of this. And if you want to watch this again, you can. Yeah, this one, cool as a cucumber, I think is not not super common. Not very common, I think. This one, interesting. Kick the bucket. So to kick the bucket means to die. This one is the type of thing if you say this expression, to kick the bucket, meaning to die, I think that it signals, it shows that you don't really care about whatever you're talking about. So it's kind of, it can be disrespectful to say this, I think. So we'll add this here. To kick the bucket, meaning to die. If you're talking about a person, then it can be disrespectful. So an example would be, you know, if someone dies, you don't want to say, you know, oh, when did they kick the bucket? It's tone and context really matters here, so it's hard to describe. This would be a bit rude, or actually, honestly, it would probably be very rude. Let's be honest. The more respectful way would be, oh, when did they pass? Pass is a way to talk about dying. If you want to know more about talking about death, I have an episode about it, ways to talk about death, because there are a lot of phrases we use. Yes, exactly. Pass away also means to die. Yes, exactly. Yep, pass away. Exactly. So kick the bucket, not exactly polite and respectful. So blue in the face. So the way we use this expression, it means here weakened or tired after trying many times. We usually use this in a specific way. We use it in a structure like this. You can, or, you know, someone can do something until they are blue in the face. But this is typically the structure. Not always, of course, not always. It's not a rule. But this is a very common way to hear it. So, an example. I can Oh, goodness. I can't think of something off the top of my head. I can tell him until I'm blue in the face, but it won't change his mind. There, something like that. So, that kind of structure. So, blue in the face, yeah, is like when you are like you have given so much energy that your face turns blue. So yeah, it's amazing how many expressions we have around colors. So once in a blue moon. Yep, till you're blue in the face. Yep. But I would say very, very often it's used with, you know, till someone is blue in the face. It's usually until or till very often. Let's see what else we've got. Storm in a teacup. This one, it's very possible this one is British because this is not one that I'm familiar with. A storm in a teacup. I have no idea. This one I have not heard of. Except it's possible I have heard it once and I associate it with England. So it's possible this is a British expression. Possible. But I don't know for sure, so take it with a grain of salt. That's another good idiom. Like, be a little doubtful. So take it with a grain of salt. Okay, this one is also... This one I know is British. Bob's your uncle. Oh, so maybe storm in a teacup may not be British. I'm not sure about it. I've never heard of that one. But Bob's your uncle is for sure British. We don't say this in America, but it just means, yeah, like, and that's that. It's that simple. Bob's your uncle. So this one, like I said, not American, British. Head in the clouds. This one we do say in America, head in the clouds, like, oh, you're not here present mentally. Your head is in the clouds, you're living in a fantasy. I know in Australia, they would say off with the fairies. I've heard of that one. Oh, we have a new subscriber. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Adam, good one. Play it by ear. Yeah, to play something by ear, to just figure it out as you go. Yeah, play it by ear. Sorry. This one makes me laugh because it reminds me of a movie. Dead as a doornail. So when something is completely dead, unusable, dead as a doornail. The movie it reminds me of is surely there are those of us here who know this movie. So the reason this makes me laugh is because Hades, this guy, says it in this movie. And I really love that movie. Hello. Bogota, Colombia. Hello. Welcome. Give me a hand and give me a hand is a good one. Yeah, give me a hand, meaning like, yeah, help me. Like, give me some help. Give me a hand. It's usually with a physical task very often. So, dead as a doornail. When, again, something you don't want to use with a person who is dead, typically, unless you are a Disney villain. Let's see what else we've got. A piece of cake. A piece of cake. When something is very easy. Like, oh, it's a piece of cake. It's really easy. It's a It's a piece of cake. So this one's a good one. I like this one. Does it come from Shakespeare? Are you talking about dead as a doornail? Does it come from Shakespeare? I don't know, but honestly, I would not be surprised. If it did come from Shakespeare, I would not be surprised because so many words, phrases, idioms, so many come to English from Shakespeare. So I don't know for sure, but I would not be surprised. I like this one, a piece of cake, when something is easy. So, for example, learning a language is not a piece of cake. It can be very difficult. So something cannot be a piece of cake. And I should say that when we say this is an example of when it's hard to, how would I write it? Be more like this. When we say it, it's very likely to sound like this. It's a piece of cake, a piece of cake. So this of gets dropped to just an sound. The second sound, the v, gets dropped. A piece of cake, a piece of cake, piece of cake. Let's see what else we got. Oh, heart in your mouth. This is an expression. So when you are telling someone a story of what happened to you, we would say your heart is in your mouth or your heart is in your throat. This, just means that you're scared or nervous. I would say nervous, I think, is more common. It says here extremely frightened or anxious. Yes, but also nervous. So if you don't like to talk to people, for example, if you need to talk to people, you can say, oh, like my heart is in my mouth. My heart is in my throat. So, for example, the very first time I went live, my heart was in my throat. My heart was in my mouth. Oh my gosh. I was so nervous the very first time I went live. Bite the bullet. That's a good one. Easy as a walk in the park. A walk in the park, I don't believe it's just British. I think we also use this in America. I don't think it's super common. So we could say a piece of cake, a walk in the park. We also say something is a breeze. We also say cakewalk. Why is there so much about cake? I guess because it's easy to eat cake? I don't know. So a walk in the park. I would say with a walk in the park, that can be easy or relaxing, I think, as well. So, to walk on eggshells. So here, Adam, we don't use the, we just say walk on eggshells. Yeah, that's a good expression. To walk on eggshells, like to be nervous around someone or something. Yeah. Like you don't want to disturb usually someone. Yeah. So, good expression. Good expression. Good morning, Maria. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Miranda, when you're commenting, you feel your heart in your mouth as well. But look how much you comment, though. It's so good. You're nervous, but you are still doing it. And that's amazing. So, all right. That was all 10. All right. That's good timing as well because we are reaching the end of our time. We covered a lot today. So, I'm sorry that we didn't do connections, but today's connections just I looked at it. It not good for teaching today, I think. Um but I also think those articles were very interesting. So, thank you all so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed our little expression lesson today. Oh, hello, Karina. Hello, hello. Welcome. So, I have a few hours before I go to a barbecue. I am going to finish today's video. It's a little bit late, sorry. But I'm going to finish today's video and post that. Today's video is about my birthday. My birthday was about 10 days ago. So I made a video telling you all about my birthday. Oh, Adam, you're going to go practice guitar. Well, good luck with your interview tomorrow. Good luck. I hope you get the job. Yeah, I hope you get the job. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am now 31. So thank you all so much for coming today. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I should see you on Sunday. I should. I always plan to see you on Sunday. But last Sunday was just, I was not feeling well. Oh, the time in my country, right now it is 10 minutes after 10. It's 10:10 in the morning. Just after 10 in the morning. So, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I hope to see you here on Sunday. Hopefully, we will have a better connections. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves and see you next time. All right. Bye, guys. Bye bye. See you next time.